Hi. A few weeks ago, I published my newsletter and a series of videos called Conquering Your Hybrid Procrastination. And in an essence, it said there were 5 R's. The first one, realise there is no going back to the way it was. Reflect, rethink, reimagine, and reinvent. And also last month, Microsoft published its 2022 Work Trends Index report called Great Expectations, Making Hybrid Work Work. And they surveyed 31,000 people across 31 countries, and they've come up with these 5 findings, which I thought this week I'd cast my lens over and what I think they mean. And the first one, they've said that employees have a new worth it equation. And what's happened is, if we'd had 2 weeks of pandemic and worked remotely, as opposed to over 2 years, things would be very different. And we probably could go back to the way it was pre-pandemic. But we've had over 2 years where, despite all the negative sides of the pandemic, many employees have found a new sense of autonomy and flexibility and have been able to arrange their personal life around their professional life, as opposed to the other way around it was for many prior to March 2020. So they're wanting more of the same. They're saying, I deserve it. I am worth it. And the things that employees are looking for, their expectations, have fundamentally changed. And there's been lots of research about what employees are looking for in employee value propositions, the reasons they're leaving the workplace and their employers. And things at the top of the list are like uncaring leadership, not having a sense of belonging, not feeling valued, a lack of people looking after employee well-being. And recent McKinsey had all of those sort of things at the top of the list, their survey. And it was number 6 that said that it was the compensation package that needed to be addressed. Number 6, there are many employers who still think that remuneration is number 1, and that by writing a fat paycheck will keep people in the organisation. No longer the case. Now, of course, a decent salary is important to everybody. We all want a decent standard of living. But we also have expectations, not just about the transactional aspects of our employment, but relational, values, purpose, respect, trust are all now coming to the top of the list. So employers have to accept that this is the case. And unless they find out what the expectations of their employees are and try and meet them and come into an agreement, they're going to walk. They already are. So there is no going back to the way it was, except that if you want to keep your talent and attract it, you've got to make it worth it. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.